If you followed Tekken 8 at all in the first year, the name Yagami should not be too big of a surprise to you. He was effectively the #1 Reina in the world, and he famously made a 5-0 reverse sweep at the Esports World Cup, the very first one for Tekken 8. So Yagami is no stranger to the pro scene, and it's no surprise that he's doing very well. What is surprising is that he is still effectively the #1 Reina in a meta where almost every other Reina player has dropped him, including Ulsan, who he is about to play in this match. No, this is not Ulsan. Production put Rest, another Korean player, up instead of Ulsan. Slight error there, but I had to clarify for those who don't follow Tekken as closely. Now, I actually have two matches, and they both happened at Battle Arena Melbourne. I think that's how you say it. It's not Melbourne, it's Melbourne. And Yagami just demonstrates once again why he is the #1 Reina in the world. The second match is the one to really lock in for. But this first match is very impressive, and we're just going to go ahead and get started. This is the winner's final. The winner's final of Battle Arena Melbourne. CD3 hitting right away. And what I like about this set earlier, another CD3 after the Hell Sweep, it's a very active first match that they have. We know Ulsan has a bit more of a conservative style, and we know Yagami is a player who studies a lot. Being in a more remote region where you don't have as much access to different players mandates that you study a lot so that you can come prepared. And he takes advantage of Ulsan's passiveness early by showing a lot of CD3. Forward 2 into nothing. Heat smash from Ulsan after hitting a down forward 1, keeping it frame tight, and it whiffs, and Reina's small hurt box is already coming into play. Backflip off the wall, launching him, peeling him off the sidewall. A very explosive start. Heat dash, stomp, and the production does actually stutter a little bit in this first match. And what happens based on commentary is Dragunov blocks a Reina down back 2, and then launches it to punish. So I'm going to go ahead to when the stream actually recovers, which is here. You'll see that Ulsan took one round. It took about 30 seconds for them to recover it back, and the life bars are basically equal. So not too much missed here. Running 2. DF1-2, not a whiff punish, but clipped him out in the open. Electric and CD3, mixing those options. Ulsan is sidestepping left over and over to get around the electric and the forward 2. And I need to show you this little moment, right? Ulsan is doing the little side steps to get around electric and doing flash ducks to get around electric. When Yagami sees this, he doesn't attack. He just attacks with his movement. He knows Ulsan is looking for the electric, or looking for a different button, or the button that would complement the electric. So rather than give him an offensive option to counter, Yagami chooses to just attack with movement and see how Ulsan would respond. And that's what makes him so good against Ulsan. Ulsan is also a Reina player. He's dropped Reina effectively. Like, I'm sure he plays her like here and there, but he's not a Reina player on the pro stage. So to see Yagami do it to him, I think must be impressive for Ulsan to see how he makes Reina work. Let's look at this last round one more time too, because this power crush usage is probably the best use in modern Tekken. When you have that big of a life lead, it's just a smart choice to spend some of your HP to shut down your opponent's offense. Forward 2-3 with some delays, and then clips him with the delayed timing back 2. Yagami, even though he's down 2 rounds, making a nice momentum change to come back. The jabs are whiffing a little bit. While standing 1-no duck under the while standing 1-2. CD3 clipping the movement. It's basically a tracking safe mid counter hit launcher. There's no reason to not use it. And it can sometimes evade jabs coming out of crouch dash, although it doesn't have like high crush properties anymore. Ulsan hitting a down 2, and it's not easy for Dragunov to down 2 Reina over and over. She has a really good punish if she blocks it, and her while standing 4 checks most situations after. But Ulsan is so comfortable. He's just stepping to keep her to the wall. 1-2-1 gets heat bursted through. Yagami trying to get off the wall. 2-1 jab, plus frames, 2-1, just trying to keep him in check. He's not forcing the kill. He's trying to see if Yagami will run into his very safely placed hitboxes. 4-1 and DF1, the second one. Very, very clean play from Ulsan to take game 1. However, Yagami is about to lock in. And it is quite impressive how he makes these adjustments against the 2-time reigning Esports World Cup champion. Phoenix Gate, CD3 again, sticking to his game plan. He's mixing in a few lows there just so it's not easy to stand block over and over. Punch parry off of forward neutral. It's often an accidental parry by Reina players. Not to say Yagami didn't do it on purpose, but it is pretty rare to do that intentionally. Confirm off the forward 4 into a wall splatting heat engage, and Yagami doesn't want to take the wall splat. He wants to peel Ulsan off to get more hits. A little bit of a drop there. Tries to whiff punish, is a little late, finishes the string safely. Duck under into a punish. Very clean from Mr. Yagami. Full crouch low from Ulsan after a sidestep left duck. He gets jab floated there, but it was a nice defensive play against the electric while going into his offense right after. It takes the exploding wall. It's about a 5-second animation. Grounded spike. Electric gets sidestepped left. Very clean defensive movement from Ulsan to shut down that option. You would think because Yagami had been doing the CD3 over and over again, the War God kick, that wouldn't happen. And this is beautiful counterplay. This is beautiful counterplay there. When Reina does... Oh my god, and another punch parry. I'll show you what I mean after this round concludes. Heat smash, push to the wall, counter hit, hatchet kick after the jab hits. Clean play from Ulsan here. This was excellent anti-Reina stuff. Here, Reina does while standing 4-4. She goes into Heaven's Wrath. When she's in heat, she has an auto parry if you try to hit her. So Ulsan does a slower hitbox with a grab. He does a slower hitbox with a grab, because if the parry doesn't hit, Yagami is likely to just block. You can also grab that parry, but it was a nice option to go also over any low that might have come out. It was cool, cool counterplay there. And then he frame traps the jab with the hatchet kick. The jab counter hit, you know Ulsan is fast enough to recognize that. Hatchet kick blows it up, blows up the retaliation, and then he gets a free follow. Big whiff! Yagami not ready to punish, and then a -14 move here into heat engage. Yagami takes some time to heat up in his pro matches. Like there, ducking the throw, also would have ducked a jab check. In that specific situation, Ulsan was looking to counter the Sentai stance with the grab, I believe. It would have beaten the power crush and blown up the floor. Or maybe not blown up the floor, blown up the floor in this situation. I'd have to see it. I was thinking of Steve's 2-throw. Anyways, jab float out of the air. Unblockable into guard break. Last pixel situation, just homing mid, trying to keep it safe, and then it whiffs completely against Reina's single backdash. Look at this situation. This is so well played from Yagami also. Peeling off the sidewall, stepping towards the wall, and then he knows most people will tech roll here. So he charges up the roll. It's not enough to kill, but he doesn't need to rush. Look at the life lead. Back 2. Beat any any sidestep duck. Very safe option here. Now Ulsan tries to retaliate with a plus frame move to get his turn back and maybe build some offense. Reina's single backdash makes it whiff completely. Complete whiff. And Yagami now 2-1 in game 2. They're both slowing it down, playing a bit farther away, playing those shimmies up close again to make their timing a bit more unpredictable without backing away. Very Tekken 8 style of play. Some small poke damage, and it's completely equalized by a stray forward 2. Stomp, he ducks, and he's taking so much damage. Shimmy, shimmy, CD3! And then another call out on the crouch. Stomp, last hit. He's holding down forward. Down 4, not enough to kill, and a back 2. The same thing he looked for before. He generates a huge lead and then puts out these really safe options that are hard to deal with. And yeah, looking back at this situation, I'm pretty sure Ulsan's intent was just to call out the armor from Sentai stance or to swap sides. Because when Reina does this string, she can spin and go into Sentai. And I don't think you have time to react, so you have to do your throw to call out that armor. Unless you're playing like in a super offline low lag PC setup or whatever. But yeah, I don't think it was to break the floor at all, because Dragunov's 2-throw doesn't even do that. I was clearly mixing it up with Steve's throw where he punches him into the ground. Anyway, marvelously played. A couple of wrong guesses on the Heaven's Wrath stance cost Ulsan a lot. And now Ulsan, he hovers character select, but decides to commit anyways to the Dragunov, getting the pack pixel stage. Both characters here pretty explosive for blowing up the floor. But Reina, especially with her meter move out of Heaven's Wrath, it's her heat smash from Season 1. Forward 4-2, a rare execution error from Ulsan. Heaven's Wrath stance again. Yagami, correct once again on the Heaven's Wrath mix-ups. Counter hit jab. Ulsan getting comfortable, poking a little more, and then gets his jewel snatched when the low is blocked. Oh, that was high level. Most Reina players, after a heat engage, will just immediately do that elbow lightning move, right? The down 2/1+2. But Ulsan is a high-level player. So he wave dashes to threaten the hell sweep. Ulsan ducks, and then he does this move. Right? Rather than give the obvious mid on the obvious timing, he plays around with the layer 2, where somebody would stand block first. Okay, goes into stance, backdash, but not ready to whiff punish. Ulsan, and then his low gets blocked. So we saw a forward 2, we saw a missed whiff punish. Ulsan maybe losing some momentum here. In this game, it's very uncharacteristic to see him play this way. Nice duck into the high. Yagami's heating up. The defense is all working out. 2 throws broken. Oh my goodness. Tries to parry, but Ulsan had a delayed timing that was more effective. Waiting for the parry to time out. Fuzzy ducks from Ulsan. Fuzzy ducks from Ulsan would get around the electric, so Yagami shows the mid. Shows the mid again. And it's not just showing the mid, by the way. It's a counter hit launcher, and it's safe, so you know. Great choice. Shimmying in his face. 1-2-1. Get out of here. Okay, pigeon roll low. Challenges. And Ulsan ducks again. A catastrophic incorrect guess. Shutting down the situation with the while standing 4-4 there. It was really good by Yagami. Shimmying in his face again. Ulsan now spamming sidewalk left. It's movement against movement. 1-1-2 punish. Wavoo. Oh my goodness. Look at this. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Oh my god, it whiffed again. Back 1+2. Reina. It's easy to counter her buttons if you know what the button is, obviously. So rather than taking the risk of being wrong, Yagami just doesn't give him a button. He reads the hesitation and creates more instability by just moving at him. It's a big reason why I think Reina's that lower level player. I'm not saying if you're a low level Reina player to just move at your opponent, okay? But I'm saying a lot of low level Reina players have like comfort buttons. Nice electric after sidewalking left. Beautiful combo. Didn't get the perfect ender, but it was a nice attempt. Delayed electric. Immediate electric. Failed electric. CD3. Heat smash, but there's only 5 seconds left. Nice whiff punish, but he has a lot of ground to make up, and that whiffed QCF4 is also a huge error. 1-1-2 punish into forced guess. And he got counter hit, maybe trying to rage art. But yeah, I was saying that as a Reina player, if you're at lower level, I'm not saying to just move at your opponent, but a lot of Reina players have comfort moves where you will just swing, and it gets easy to deal with. Forward 2 spam into the Sentai mix is not that scary. What's scary is if, like Yagami, you find places to put out the electric and get a full launch. The electric War God kick, the counter hit launching mid kick. So the applicable lesson to take away from how Yagami is playing is mixing up your options in a way that covers the defensive option your opponent would choose. If your opponent is moving against electric, defending against the Sentai mix off of forward 2 and letting you do it, you mix it up with delayed timings. You mix it up with counter hit launch threats. You also hell sweep. Yagami is not afraid to hell sweep and is getting a lot of reward off of Heaven's Wrath. So Ulsan switches to Azucena, gets counter hit launched by the War God kick again, but what he may be looking for here, I have to imagine, is just being able to win a bit more damage than Dragunov does. The combos hit harder. She still has really good punishment, as we saw with the while standing 2, and we're going to see the combo damage come into play. Spike, he whiffed it. Never mind, we're not going to see it. Wall splatting 1-2 punish. So where you don't have Dragunov's 1-2-1, you do have amazing jab punishment and amazing stance offense. He also has the ability to throw out like a counter hit while standing 1. So the counter hit options are a bit better too. Heat smash. Wall splatting Liberator 2. That is not what that move used to do. It got buffed to be able to do that. And then while standing 3 plus frames into stance, but Yagami ducked, so he ended up dying anyways. 1+2 cleanly backdash by Reina. 2-2-1. Backdash. Cleanly around the hell sweep. Very, very nice. Awkward wall situation. Ulsan chooses to stabilize, but still loses the corner. He's literally in the corner. A 3-dimensional corner, nowhere to run, gets blasted through the wall, and I cannot believe how much Reina really has. The way that wall splat happened was diabolical. Nice block on the hell sweep. He absolutely needed that. Does he spend the floor here? I doubt he will. I was wrong. He will spend the floor here. 72 damage before anything else. Mix up after. Heat smash directly challenging the Sentai stance, jumping over the low, would have blown through the power crush. High percentage choice from Ulsan. Down back 3. Cleanly around again, and this is the strength of Ulsan's movement. Now, before we keep going, I need you to see how this wall explosion happened. Okay, this wall explosion happened because he did standing 3 underneath Ulsan's jab. This is a homing, wall-breaking, high-evading string. And Reina can do 3-2 also to counter-hit launch. If she weren't in heat doing 3-4-4. So that's a disgusting string that happened there. Anyways, Ulsan does close it out despite that, which is quite impressive off of sidestepping left against Raiden. And that's kind of a strong defensive option against Reina if you know her timing, is Electric and Raiden, forward 2, are steppable to the left, especially if you play a character with a good sidestep. Nice block and launch on the full crouch low. Now, the downside is if you keep stepping left, as we saw, Yagami or Reina can do the Electric War God kick. She will cycle options that can counter your defensive play. Heat smash clipping Ulsan, and that should be death because this will blow up the other exploding wall. Electric, he didn't have to go for that, but he's feeling good. And Electric to me is a point of failure in that combo. So to have the confidence to do it there means he's playing really well. Poking the feet, jab down 4, and it counter hit. Ulsan is mashing. Uh-oh, finishes the stance with the power crush. Ulsan calmly blocking. Converting here. Spike for 62 before the grounded hit. Finds 2 of the full crouch lows. The third one is not launched. 1-2 punish. Uh-oh. New low poke. And then stance pressure over and over. Overwhelming Yagami. This was pretty nasty. Big low here. He needed to launch it. And because he didn't. Look at this. Low poke. Into while standing 4, clipping the sidestep off the wall, goes into string, into stance, and then up forward 3+4 would have jumped over a down jab, jumped over a low, hit him mid. It was such a strong option from Ulsan, who is flowing very comfortably on a secondary character. Yagami considers Elisa, but sticks with the Reina, which is what we like to see. The score is 2-2 in the winner's final side. Running 3-2 is connecting. It's time to dump your reads. It's time to show your adaptation. While standing 1, tracking the sidestep left there. Power crushing the delayed string from Yagami. Ulsan showing a lot of comfort against Reina. Again, a character he plays. Oh, the backflip jump one more time. Boom, boom, boom. Nice wall carry. Single hit, high float. Making sure he gets a clean wall splat to maximize the damage from the combo. DF1-2 doesn't even need to heat dash it. Does not need to spend the resource. Drops the combo though, but because he saved the resource, now he can continue his pressure here. Nice situational awareness. Down jab, keeping his turn. Okay. Calmly defending against Ulsan. Nice composure from Yagami. He's pushing the offense. He knows when to pump the brakes and is able to close it out cleanly. Nice power crush. Spike. That did so much off of a power crush. Power crushes him right back. I'm pretty sure all of Yagami's power crushes have hit. Forward 2, heat engage. Parry attempt. That's why Ulsan goes for the throw. Youch. Forward 4-4. Parry into electric. Oh, the Reina specific 3-frame parry. Ulsan can't get the string extension there, and he has enough time to get electricked by Yagami. Nice call out on the Heaven's Wrath parry with the heat smash. Stance time. Just blocking. 1-1 gets sidestepped. Ulsan's movement so on point. 2-2, 1-1. Okay, down back 3. Nice down jab just to shut down the stance. Break the throw again. Ulsan does prefer player 2 side. Makes sense for him to go for the throw. Would also call it a power crush. Also call it a heat burst. Homing option. Shimmying again. Nice jab evasion. And Yagami was ready for that. Swap sides one more time. Let me get comfortable. While standing 4-1. DF1. The pokes are adding up. Electric. Forward 2 counter hit. All that lead gone. Running 3. No guaranteed follow-up. Blocks the low but doesn't punish. Ulsan not able to keep his momentum. Gets wall splatted. No conversion from Yagami. Position change throw to keep the wall. Forward 2 didn't confirm it. Instead shimmies at him. In the clutch. In the panic. He does not enforce an immediate button. He still plays his neutral. Shimmy, shimmy, forward 4 to call out the duck. It's set point for Yagami. In his home turf, he's getting real comfortable, spinning around into stance. Challenges the running 3-2 frames. Duck on the second hit. Ulsan running out of ideas, unable to pull off the things he wants to, clearly fumbling a bit, doesn't break the throw, and Yagami will run with this. How does he choose to end it? Grounded hit. He's wave dashing in his face. Again, not forcing the kill. Now he backs off. Now it's up for Ulsan to attack into Reina to surmount a huge lead. Yagami backs off. He gets heat smash. This could be ugly. Stance. Simple power crush. And that's so smart. Last mix. So high IQ from Yagami. An incredible win. Off of this colossal lead. Pressures with the grounded hit. Pressures with his movement. So he's given the impression that he wants to close it out. What happens now? Just backdashing. Strong defense. Heat burst here to shut down Ulsan's offense. Backdashing again. And it's not totally passive because we know at any point, jump scare electric. 1-1-2. Jump scare forward 2. So Ulsan has to be very careful. The heat smash does connect against Yagami's movement, I assume. And here, high IQ power crush. Look at the HP. It doesn't cost him anything if he's wrong here. Boom. Last hit. Usually Reina players will go for the low here. It's a little 2-hit block mix where if you block the first low, the second one can still counter hit you if you try to punish. So there's layers to the mind game here. Yagami has shown to throw a lot, so there's a big reason to duck. And Ulsan's just wrong. He gets hit mid. Yagami defeats Ulsan 3-2 through the Dragunov and through the Azucena. Now, if you thought that was exciting, that wasn't even the match I wanted to show you. When I was concocting this video, the match I wanted to show you was the grand final, where you'll see that Ulsan, again, two-time EWC champ, player of Reina himself, fights all the way back through the loser side to challenge Yagami once again. This is the match I was hoping that you would watch. And if you skipped here by timestamp, welcome back. Let's begin. Pack Pixels once again. Dragunov once again. Ulsan clearly valuing his comfort. Even though the Azucena pick seemed pretty good. Jewel Snatch Punish doesn't go into heat right away. Recognizes the HP is too high to try and close the round off of the heat state. Shimmying again. You know this comfort from Yagami is huge. Single backdash beating the Dragunov down 1. So hard to hit Reina. QCF4. Counter hit jab. Hold on. Sliding is good too. Beating Reina's jab. Delayed Tsunami kick. Hatchet kick trying to sidestep. Ulsan's doing really good here. HP is equal. 27 seconds remain. Heat burst. Electric challenge off of the heat burst, man. It's only +1. The DF1 probably should have beaten him in time, but Ulsan hesitated with a dash to try to realign against the sidestep. So Yagami just said, all right, electric. Unbelievable confidence to steal game 1. Round 1. Sorry. I just can't believe he did that. Pigeon roll. Yagami does the mid extension. Oh, while standing 2. Okay. First hit of the Heaven's Wrath 3-4. Yep, no duck. Yagami walking forward. It was not a dash forward. He walked forward. Youch. QCF4 to the head. Stepping left. Yagami getting poked up here. Huge life deficit. All permanent health. Last hit of the 1-2-1. Ulsan tightening up, leaving no openings for Yagami to get through. Actually, he did leave openings, but he closed them up real quick. Yagami was not in the right place, and he just attacks with his movement again. Not desperate to win damage, not desperate to win interactions, but just moving at him. Incentivizing response. That's why Ulsan is throwing out the DF1s, and that's why Yagami is jabbing back. Yagami is standing a little too still, and now it's costing him the corner, right? Earlier, he had a window to maybe reposition. But it doesn't matter if he ends up killing him first. So let's see. Forward 2. Now the big buttons come out. While standing 2, out of the heat engage. Small punish, jab, floats. And this could be a disaster. Strong aerial tailspin. Heat dash. Carry to the wall. He slightly miscalculated, but the sidestep 4 after is good. The high float gives him time to set up Okazemi, even if he doesn't get the wall. Wave, wave. Wave, 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 wave. That's like 7. Jab whiffs. Ulsan just disengages. No pressure. Nothing needs to happen. 1-3. If he's wrong on a jab, he gets counter hit launched, right? Electric or God kick. So he can just chill and see what Yagami really wants to do. Oh, Yagami stood up just in time. Almost got hit mid with the back 1+2. Uh-oh. Nice block on the dash. Forward two whiff punish. Unbelievable. No offense out of the heat engage. They're playing layered mind games beyond just pressuring with plus frames. They want to find the timing to get a clean hit, save their resources and their information until then. Nice jab from Yagami. Flip over. Waving again. This Dragunov, are you kidding me? This Dragunov has a heat smash loaded. He has a shotgun loaded. He has a 1-2-1 ready to hit you with. And he's wave dashing in his face, hits the hell sweep, and again shows the low after going mid over and over again. I cannot believe that. I cannot believe with a shotgun pointed at his face, Yagami decided to continue wave dashing. Wave dash block, wave dash block, wave dash block. He was so deep in Ulsan's head. Sidestep 4 counter hit. Oh my goodness. The staggered delay on CD3. Everything is hitting. So Ulsan playing more immediate timing and then getting blown up by a sidestep electric. It's exactly what Reina wants. The moment you decide to act sidestep electric, her movement is so good. Her move list is so good. There it is. Forward 4, catching the crouch, free confirm. Well, it's not totally free. You know, you still have to be pretty on point with that. Forward neutral 3, trying to catch another counter hit. Homing. Effectively homing. He actually could have tornadoed off that, I think. Off of that splat. Counter hit jab. Oh my goodness. 3 jabs hit and then a counter hit war god kick. Ulsan cannot find the correct time to hit a button. And as a Dragunov player, not a good place to be. Wave, DF1. Heat string 3-4-4, no whiff punish, a little bit late, waving again. So comfortable. Power crush, another elite power crush. Of course you would power crush there. Why not? 1-1-2. Why not? Look at the lead. There's no reason not to. You've controlled him the whole time. You could just shut down any high or mid, and then now he's messing up the running 2s. Tries a full crouch down forward 4. Doesn't connect. Forward 2 into stance. Goodness gracious. Counter hit jab again. It whiffed, dude. This Reina movement is insane. Okay, now he makes it connect. Ignition switch. Okay, clipping, I believe, a Korean backdash there. Because it looked like he was mid backdash. That body's jabs? Are you kidding me? He did forward 2 into Unsoku 4. And it went under the jab. This character is so insane. Hell sweep. I need to be on Reina for real. Electric on a delay. Nice! He ducked that. That was really good. If he launched it, it would have been better. But that was really nice. Another one! Oh my goodness. Can you imagine? Tries to clip him from afar. Sidestep 4 on his wake up. Forward 2-3 this time. Ducking again. Doesn't launch it. Doesn't need to take the risk. Counter hit against the forward 4. That could hit. Parry is no good. Guaranteed follow-up. Last pixel. Running 2. Oh, Yagami trying to call out a low. Ulsan sticking to his game plan. Put my opponent in a really, really intense situation and let them fold. It did body the jab with the CD3. My goodness. Yagami is using Reina's strengths to her fullest. 1-1. Down 2. While standing 4-4 check after. That is the reason why Reina can be so comfortable. A big reason why Reina is so comfortable against Dragunov. After down 2 hits, you can just while standing 4, and it's really hard for Dragunov to get around it. Oh, calling out the forward movement with a nice face stab. Forward 2 again. He doesn't jab this time. Shoulder. Homing attempted, but Yagami calmly blocks. Whiff punish. Forward 4. Jab. Oh my god, he backdashes and then jabs again, clipping him, finishing the flash punch is nice. Floated out of the air, but no conversion. Nice power crush from Ulsan. These pro players are so good at using power crush when it matters. They're so good at it. Back 2 homing. Slide hits the feet. What do you do? We whiffed. Oh, but he respected the last hit. Oh, nice block. Goes into full crouch mix instead of punishing. Doesn't want to heat engage, I suppose, or maybe wasn't ready to see the block. Third strike parry. 1-1-2 guaranteed. Forward 2 poke. Hold on. What a hop kick. That was on the timing. That was on a timing, and it would have caught, like, I guess, run up full crouch. The reason why you would do that instead of an electric. Boom, boom. Oh my goodness. Step on him. Free follow-up. Heat dash. What is happening? He needed that engage. Look at the heel. He blocked it. Snatches jewels. Stance mix-up. Boom. He ducked again. He is cooking. 2-0. in the clutch, still finding successful Heaven's Wrath mixes. Ulsan hovering, Armor King committing to Armor King. We saw the Azucena, we saw the Dragunov. Now it's time for Armor King. Armor King, an emerging realm of discourse in this time. In late July 2026, Shadow20Z has tweeted that Armor King might be the most carried character. Might be the most carried character in Tekken 8. This is a spicy video. We got Reina discourse coming, and now we got Armor King discourse coming. But I'll tell you that Ulsan would be the one to show us high-level Armor King. What does he have in store? He's eaten multiple lows after getting heat engaged upon. 35 damage back to the wall. If you're going to make a robbery, now is the time. But Ulsan doesn't strike me as a robbery player. Sidestep 2-1. 2-1 punish again, and he grapples. Forward, neutral 2. He's equalized a lot of HP. Hold on. Where did Reina's HP go? Where did Reina's HP go? Giant swing off of a run. Oh, you did whiffed. Wind God Fist. That's a chunky punish, honestly. 27, and then threat of a grapple after. Oh, dark upper, but failed conversion. Catastrophic. Oh, he tried to go into stance after the 1-2. Forward, neutral 2. Forward, neutral 2. Ow! Ow! Goodness! Okay. No. Oh my god. Hit confirm punish? Doesn't punish. Instead goes into heat. Dude, Armor King just stacks so much permanent health. I think that's like the Season 3 thing. It feels like Armor... Nice. Calm ducking. Armor King and Fakuram do tons of permanent health damage. They just chunk you. And, well, they also have, like, Armor King also has really high combo damage when the wall comes into play. So it's a bit of that, too. Forward, neutral, forward, 2. Sorry. Oh, my goodness. I've never seen CD1 hit that many times. Nice duck and heat engage. Forward, neutral 2 again. Ow! Oh, my God. He could have killed him. If he committed to the string and heat dash, the combo probably would have killed. Stands up just in time. Waifu. Oh, yeah. Ulsan's going to be a menace when Bob is out, man. Okay. Does the high extension this time. He showed the mid at first. Wow. Counter hit 4. Yagami equalizing. Sidestep 4 blocked. Ulsan can even it here. Even it out here. But 1-1. Oh, it's a last hit. Nice flash duck under the giant swing. Ulsan was on the verge of taking his first game in this grand final set. Nice duck under the electric, but you would love to launch that. Now instead, Yagami can just keep pestering you. CD3 counter hit. Oh no. Does he spend the wall break here? He does, because the corner's right there, so he can do that. Oh my goodness. The optimization from playing this character for 3 years. Oh, he whiffed. Single backdash made a whiff. Oh my goodness. The Armor King just might not be ready for the expertise of Reina. Power Crush again. Running 4 flash duck, but he wasn't ready. Small issues. Oh my god, that low has got to go. I think Ulsan has won most of his damage off of forward neutral 2. Only minus 13. Sidestep 2. Sheesh. Whiff, no punish. Dude. Oh, wow. Slight sidestep left, getting around the 4-4-4. Whiff, punish. Youch. Big counter hit. Yagami in position to end it. Like a heat engage into the wall, and if he does like a peel combo, he gets at least 60. 60 damage. Forward, there it is. Oh no, heat engage. Down 2, check. No, electric. Off of a windy. Ulsan fighting back. Not many other choices. Deep electric counter hit. And jabs to close out against Ulsan 3-0. Let me see that again. Let me see that again. Oh! Burst. Fixed situation. Deep electric. Because he knew that Armor King loves to do backdash button, sidestep button. Vile. Disgusting. That is the Reina of the world. Can you get your hands out of the way, sir? That is the Reina of the world. He did it in Season 1. He did it in Season 2. And he's on track to do it again in Season 3. And now, the time of recording of this video is July 30th. Yagami is about to embark towards the Esports World Cup. He qualified in the Super Tournament earlier this year. And needless to say, I am very excited to see how he does after his performance at Battle Arena Melbourne. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like and comment if you haven't already. Subscribe for more, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.